When you think of Sylvester Stallone, what comes to mind? Maybe it's the tough Rocky Balboa or the fearless Rambo. But here's something you might not know. There's a darker side to Stallone that goes way beyond these iconic roles. It's a part of him that shaped his career and personal life in surprising ways. So what's really driving him behind the scenes? Sylvester Stallone's journey to stardom wasn't as glamorous as one might think. Stallone was born with a nerve injury that affected his speech and made his lower lip to droop, becoming a major challenge to him right from his childhood. But that wasn't the only problem our hero passed through. His childhood also wasn't a very happy one. He grew up in Hell's Kitchen, New York in a broken home and was taken care of in foster homes. These early struggles shaped his character and became the building blocks of his never-give-up attitude. But the story doesn't stop there. Stallone was an aspiring actor. However, he was rejected time and again. Why was he rejected, you may ask? Well, the casting agents would say he looked and sounded funny because of his appearance and speech impediment. However, Stallone wasn't a man to be easily intimidated. His determination was seen when he slept in an agent's office for a whole night and wouldn't leave until he was given an opportunity. He was quite determined, right? Surprisingly, this determination would become a recurring theme in his life and career. However, the challenges didn't end with just rejection. Stallone's financial problems were acute. He once reached a stage where he had no money to feed his dog and had to sell it for $25. This moment, which Stallone described as the lowest point in his life, became a turning point. Rather than let this be a setback, he turned it into motivation for his goals. He lived in a converted van and slept in a bus terminal during the winter in New York City. He knew how to exist on very little. He even thought of acting in a soft porn comedy film, thinking that it was better than turning to crime. Sounds quite interesting, right? But if that intrigued you, the next thing will surely surprise you. The breakthrough came when Stallone watched Muhammad Ali fight Chuck Wepner. Inspired by the underdog's resilience, Stallone wrote the script for Rocky in just 3 days. The story of Rocky, an underdog fighting against all odds, mirrored Stallone's own life. When he was given $360,000 for the script on the condition that he wouldn't act in it, Stallone didn't budge. He was almost broke, but he didn't budge an inch from his dream. This decision, which stemmed from his underdog attitude, helped him to start his career and become a star. From selling his dog to becoming a Hollywood legend with an estimated net worth of $400 million, his story is one of hard work and perseverance. But it doesn't stop there. Stallone's career is also characterized by a compulsive desire for success. His dedication is well documented, and especially when it comes to his physical parts. His partner in the Rambo series, Richard Crenna, said, "I have never seen anybody work as hard as this guy to get in shape for a movie role." Stallone's training schedule was grueling. Morning workouts before shooting, long shooting days, running on the beach during the shooting breaks, and more gym workouts at night. This extreme dedication came at a cost. While shooting the scenes for Rocky IV, Stallone injured his heart while doing overhead tricep extensions with a bag of rocks for training scenes. The injury was so serious that shooting had to be stopped for 2 months to give him time to heal and avoid a heart attack. However, Stallone's obsession didn't stop at the physical level only. It also extended to the technical aspects of the film. As a writer, he was very perceptive of the art of narration. When writing Rocky, Stallone wrote a 90-page script in 3 days because of his interest in the theme of the movie, which is a dream that was never achieved. He then rewrote and edited the script and said that only about 10% of the original script was used in the final movie. His obsession with success often led him to push himself and others to their limits. In the course of shooting the movie The Expendables, he suffered a broken neck while performing a stunt fight. However, Stallone didn't give up on acting and continued to work out. He once said, "I was in a war with myself. My physique had to top the last one." This kind of drive had its toll on him. Stallone said, "I never fully recovered from The Expendables. It really took a lot out of me. I was never the same again." Yet despite the toll it took, his passion and commitment to his craft continued to inspire millions, including young actors around the world. But Stallone's challenges didn't end with physical strain. As his fame grew, he faced another test, handling the pressures and pitfalls of stardom. In the beginning of his career, he was rather rude and could be considered arrogant at times. He once said, "In the beginning of my career, I was celebrating the fact that I had made it to the point of obnoxiousness." This attitude saw him make some regrettable statements, such as threatening to beat up critics who gave his movies bad reviews. Slowly, Stallone started realizing the consequences of what he says and does. He said, "When I look back on my quotes, I think, God, a little humility would have been nice." This realization marked the beginning of a more thoughtful approach to how he conducted himself in the public eye. However, the turbulence didn't stop there. Stallone's personal life has been as chaotic as his career. His marriage to Jennifer Flavin, which started in 1988 when he was 42 and she was 19, has been a bumpy affair. They were of different ages, but they continued to date on and off for several years. In 1994, Stallone suddenly dumped her through a FedEx letter, which left Flavin heartbroken. But they got back together in 1995 and got engaged in 1997. They have had their fair share of issues in their relationship, such as a breakup in early 2022. Looking back to this period, Stallone stated, "Let's just say that it was a very tumultuous time. There was a reawakening of what was more valuable than anything, which is my love for my family." Those words certainly show growth, but Stallone's journey of self-discovery doesn't end there. Another important aspect of Stallone's experience has been the struggle to maintain the ego and humility. He also admits that he became arrogant at times due to the success that he achieved. "I used my public position and my words to abuse power. I thought I was all-knowing, and when I look back on that time, it was embarrassing," he said. This realization has brought about a change in personal development. Stallone now appreciates the counsel of others, especially his wife. He said, "I've never had more fun. I learned that from my wife. It took me 19 years to realize she's always right." This change in attitude proves that Stallone has grown as a person and as an action star. In his final years as a widower and a mentor, he received accolades such as a Golden Globe Award and an Oscar nomination. Stallone has also embraced the opportunity to pass the torch to a new generation of actors. In Creed, he worked alongside Michael B. Jordan, helping to launch a new franchise. Stallone's willingness to step back and allow new talent to take center stage demonstrates his evolution as an actor and his commitment to storytelling. As Stallone enters his late 70s, he's shown a more reflective side in his work. In Tulsa King, he plays a mobster banished to Oklahoma, challenging perceptions of his typical heroic roles. This shift in his career choices suggests a deeper contemplation of mortality and meaning as he explores characters grappling with their past and legacy. Well, that marks the end of our video for today. We hoped you liked and enjoyed it. On your way out, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more videos like these. Till next time.